Hey guys, I do myself here. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a look at iOS 14.3 Developer Beta 3. Now in these videos, I like to talk about my experience with the software so far after using it for several days. I also like to talk about new features and changes that I may come across. I also talk about bugs, bug fixes, and of course, the YouTube community poll where you guys also provide some feedback on how the software is working for you. So let's just dive right in. Now, the first thing I want to talk about is expected new features that could be coming to iPhone 12. Now, Apple is hoping to bring 5G support for dual SIM on iPhone 12. Now, as it stands right now, the iPhone 12 is capable of running 5G on the main line and LTE and 4G on the secondary line. So hopefully Apple does bring 5G support to dual SIM on iPhone 12 here in the near future. Hopefully we'll see this with the official final release of iOS 14.3. We're not sure when Apple will do that, but it is something that Apple is working on, so fingers crossed for that one. Now, one new feature that I did come across on 14.3 as I was using it, it is the shared new subscriptions with family members. So if you have family members here listed under iCloud and subscriptions, you'll now be able to share your subscriptions with your family members. And if you don't want to do that, you can toggle that off. Right there it is. You can toggle this on or off for subscription sharing on the latest 14.3. So that is one new feature I've noticed besides everything else that's coming with 14.3. If you haven't watched my coverage, of course, links will be in the description down below. Now, there's also a few bugs, of course, with 14.3. Users continue to report issues with notifications fail to deliver for SMS and MMS messages. Now, one thing I can recommend is going to notifications, heading over to the messages extension here for notifications, turning notifications off and back on, and hopefully this will address some of those issues. Make sure your notifications are set properly as well, but some users continue to report this issue. I can't say that I've had that issue on my iPhone, but some users continue to report that. Another issue that some users are reporting is that the shortcuts applications under automations, some of the automations continue to fail to be running automatically. So if you're having issues with your automations, you're not alone. It looks like some users are still reporting some issues with automations not running properly when they're supposed to. And last but not least, the final issue that some users are reporting is terrible standby time for the battery on iPhone 12. iPhone 12 has had a few hiccups here on the latest software. We've seen some issues with green screen tint. We've also talked about that here in the channel. But the latest issue that's being reported on the latest software, 14.2, 14.2.1, and 14.3, is terrible standby time. Now, iPhones have always been very popular for having great battery life on standby. You can leave an iPhone with 100% battery life for a day or two and come back and it's still around 95. Nowadays, it looks like that's been an issue, and hopefully Apple will look into that, and it looks like Apple is quite aware of it as well. Now, aside from some of those bugs, Apple has also addressed some of the latest issues on iPhone 12 as well. As you may remember, we talked about Wi-Fi issues on iPhone 12. A lot of users continue to report on the latest beta that Apple has improved the Wi-Fi connectivity on iPhone 12. This has been an issue since the official launch of these new iPhones, as well as cell connection issues, but it looks like on the latest beta, a lot of you guys are reporting that Wi-Fi connection is more persist. It also provides better performance and speed overall. So 14.3 looks to be improving on the Wi-Fi connectivity and persistence on that connection. So that's good news as well. And one thing I also want to talk about that caught me off guard was the iPhone SE first generation. Those of you who own this device are experiencing great performance in battery and overall. So that's great news as well. So if you guys own an iPhone SE first generation, I would like to know in the comments down below, how is 14.3 working for you if you're running the software on that device, or even on 14.2. I would like to know in those comments down below. Now let's take a look at the YouTube community poll. Of course, the question was, how is iOS 14.3 working for you? Now, 21% of you guys are having a great experience with the latest software. 8% of you guys, it's okay, but still some bugs. So there's minor bugs still within the software, but that percentage actually is down. And then not a good experience is a 3%, which is up a 1% from previous polls. And a whopping 68% of you guys are simply just not running the latest beta, which is okay. I guess a lot of people don't like to run the beta software just in case there's bugs. Now, that's from 3,400 votes. approximately. Now, the most popular comment here is performance has been improved on iPhone SE first generation. Just as I talked before, if you have an iPhone SE first generation, it looks like some of you guys are having a great experience so far. So that is definitely a good sign. This could be the last software to be hitting the iPhone SE, of course, 14.3 or 14.4 in the near future. Some users are also reporting issues with third-party applications like Instagram, but as you see here, Wi-Fi connection has been improved overall. Automations fail to run. So the stuff that we talked about is pretty much what you guys are saying in these comments. But one thing that's apparent is that definitely Wi-Fi persistence on that connection is definitely something that you guys are reporting on. So hopefully Apple continues to improve upon that. So overall, it's looking good on the latest 14.3. As I always say, if you want to check out these YouTube community polls, they're posted weekly. You can come back and read some of the comments, also vote and express your thoughts. That way everybody can see this and sort of get a bigger picture and understanding on how the software is performing overall. And there you guys have it. That is everything I have for you guys. 14.3 Developer Beta 3 follow-up. Thank you for watching. Have a great day, guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.